Hey everyone, welcome back to the On Farm. If you remember last week, we went through some hives and done some mite checks on some makeshift uh, sticky boards. If you remember, we found quite a few mites. Not terrible, but we also found some droppings of some sort. Didn't really know what it was. Asked around. Some people, say it's wax moth droppings, which makes some sense, but I didn't find any evidence of wax moths when I went back in the hives. So we're going to go back out there. We're going to check the board again, see if we still got these droppings. So the hive this come out of did not have a queen, or I couldn't find any evidence of a queen. So we're going to check that out too. And if that hive is queenless, we're going to do a combine with the one right beside it. So come along with me. It is January the 17th. It's been 5 days since we went into this hive before and found this out and looked for the wax moths or the wax moth larva. So anyway, let's go get in it. So like I said, we're going to be going in this hive right here. It is the one that's queenless. It also had the droppings in it. There is a pile of dead bees in front of it. It still has got quite a few bees in it. But last week, just looking, and I mean, all of this right here is all dead bees, all of them. So I don't really know what happened, but we're fixing to go in it again, make sure it's still queenless, and then we're going to combine it with that hive beside it. So anyway, let's get started. We're probably going to take this super off because it is fixing to get cold. Today is Friday. And Sunday night, they're calling for temperatures getting down in the 20s all the way through the week pretty much. And there's still quite a bit of honey in here. Now I may leave them on tonight. Not supposed to get that cold tonight. Just let all the kind of bees kind of get used to the other hive. See, there's one. He's got his head down in there. Get out of there, girl. Like it was stuck. Maybe it was just getting some honey. I'm just looking in these center ones to make sure that we don't have any brood in here. That's really what all I'm looking for right now is brood. So I don't see any brood. Again, I'm gonna just move this to the side for right now. A lot of bees up there getting some food. As you can see, there's still quite a few bees in here. I just don't know if she is in here. We've had some fairly warm weather to where if she is in here, hopefully she has started laying and I can see her. Or see evidence of her. But that's pretty well empty. Got a little bit of pollen, a little bit of honey. That one's empty, except for a little bit of honey. No larva, no eggs. It's darker comb, it would have been easy to see eggs or larva, either one. And definitely nothing even close to being capped. Again, nothing. A lot of bee bread on this one, but no signs of any queen laying in here. This would be a perfect one for her to be laying in if she was in here. But no. It does seem to be maybe quite a bit of mite droppings, but we're going to pull the board and see what that looks like too. Because we did do a treatment last week when we were in it before. This bee's got pollen on its legs. They're bringing in a lot of bee bread right here, but just no sign of a queen whatsoever. No sign of a queen whatsoever. A lot of bee bread, no eggs. Again, there's a bee. See, it's down in there dead, looks like. Why is it down in there dead? Some more with some pollen on its legs. They're bringing in some pollen from somewhere. But again, no eggs whatsoever. So I'm going to put this back together and do a combine. I am going to do a newspaper combine. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this down a little bit, not much. And then I'm going to take this deep box off, put it on top of here. Probably going to take that honey super off, but I do have some Hive Alive fondant with a feeder shim that I'll probably put in here to make sure they got enough food to last through this cold snap. Like I say, they are bringing in pollen, but starting Sunday, 2 days from now, for about a week, they won't be able to get out and get anything. So, like I say, I'm going to move this down. And again, hopefully the bees, this is still pretty heavy. They have got some resources in it. We're going to pop this lid, and a little bit of smoke. A little bit of smoke in the entrance. Okay. Whew. They have eat up every bit of the Hive Alive that was in this here. Now I want to bump these bees off. I don't want them up top with the others quite yet. So I'm gonna run these down. Now, like I say, this one did have a good queen in it. Come on, get in. I'll get my newspaper. Woo, smoke. Okay, got my newspaper right here. Stick it down. Take my hive tool. Just make a few slits in it. Not many. They'll do the rest. I can feel the heat coming up out of this hive. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming up out of this hive. Okay, so I'll play my light hive tool right there. Yeah, this bottom here is extremely light. So I'm gonna just pick it up and set it on here like so. Make sure everything's lined up. Move my hive tool. Okay. There. Now everything's lined up. Got paper. So that's that. Again, I want to take this board out. And I have still got more droppings in there. Which everybody says is wax moth. But I did not see any sign of wax moths whatsoever. Now, put a feeder shim up here. Like that. And I got some Hive Alive fondant. Now, I usually wouldn't give them this much at a time, but since I am combining them and it's going to get so cold and it's going to be a little while before I can get back in here, I'm going to give them the whole thing. Like I said, I probably won't put that super back on because I don't want them to have too much room to have to heat with this cold snap. So I'm just going to cut a square out kind of in the center. Not too much because I don't want it to dry out. Till they can consume it. There it goes. And I'll smoke them on down. Out of the way. I'm just going to sit this on top. Now, the way I cut it like that, it's clear on this side. I will be able to see when I come back how much they've eaten. Now, make the knife safe. Looking for wax moss or anything like that. I'm going to drop these bees in here best I can. No signs of any wax moss there. But I do see droppings on there again. Don't know what they are, where they're coming from. Alright, so this honey super. I want all of these bees in here. I don't want these bees in this super. They're going to have plenty of fondant now. So get off of there. I'm probably going to take this super to the house and just let them rob it out. But away from any hives. Away from any hives. Because there's still quite a few bees up here eating it. So, now, since this hive's going to be gone, I'm hoping that they all going to go into this other one, especially since I moved it over just a hair. Okay. Get back to the house. Hopefully all these bees will fly back. Now, we're going to put this on here, like so. Uh-oh. Yeah. What am I doing? Here. Slide it up that way. And that's it. I'll come back after the cold snap, check on them, and see where they're at. But anyway, we're going to go back to the shop. We're going to look through that bottom board better. That kind of improvised sticky board and see what we see as far as mites and the droppings. All right, we're back in the shop, and I'm going to circle what I can see as far as varroa mites, like I did last time, and also show you the droppings that are still in there. But again, I saw no evidence of wax moth, larva, anything, so I'm kind of stumped. Yes, it looks like wax moth poop, but it's as much of it as there is. I figure I should be able to find some type of evidence of wax moths, but I don't see any. So I'm gonna count up some mites, circle them, and show you what we got. Well, I've looked this board over pretty good, and I'll be honest with you, I don't see very many mites at all. I'm not sure if that one is a mite or not. I didn't bring my magnifying glass out with me today. And it is kind of hard to see with the wax cappings and all that, but again, these droppings is really, you know, it's what got me puzzled. Bunch of them. It's all pretty well right in here in this area, you know, not dead center of the hive, but right beside the hive, right beside dead center. And it goes from the front, you know, all the way down. So again, I don't know what that is. That much poop, I ought to see a wax moth. And I just didn't see any. So tell me what you think. So I put this honey super behind the shop, just so they can come rob it out. What they don't get tomorrow, I may put in the freezer, but that's a good frame of honey right there, both sides. But it won't take them long to rob it out. Like I said, if they don't get it tomorrow, Sunday, they may be able to move out some Sunday morning, but then it's going to start getting cold. But from my shop here, it's probably a couple 100 yards to the front up there, where I got 2 hives, and then in the back here, way back yonder, it's probably 300-400 yards back there where my hives are. So they shouldn't promote robbing from them robbing this out right here. Okay, so we'll probably go back in this hive next weekend if it warms up enough. Like I say, it's fixing to get cold. Sunday night, Monday morning, it's supposed to be down in the high 20s. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, the high is only going to be, the low is going to be 20, high is only going to be around 32. They're talking about some snow flurries down on our way. And we are about 40 miles north of Pensacola, Florida. So we're not used to this kind of cold weather. But anyway, as soon as it warms up, we'll check them out. Make sure they've combined good. See to check their feed. If you watch my other videos, you know I'm not a very big feeder, but when I make a combination like this late in the season, you know, I want to give them something to keep them going. I did not want to leave that honey super on there and give them all that room to have to try to keep warm. So anyway, I know I keep saying it, but hopefully I'm going to get back to building my horizontal hives. I've got 2 of them started. I'm going to modify one that the colony that was in it I lost to small hive beetles. So we get some good weather on the weekend, and it may happen tomorrow to be able to work on it. Rain's supposed to move in again, so but anyway, hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. I'm Billy the Bald-Headed Beekeeper. Y'all please take care of these plants, pipes, animals with this cold weather coming down, and God bless you, and we'll see you next time.